Yo, let's do this.
Yeah, just hit me.
What's the greatest hip-hop song of all time?
That song is bananas.
It was hot. It's just everything about it.
VH1 asked, you voted, and now we're counting them down. The 100 greatest hip-hop songs.
Oh, yeah.
That record was a straight club banger.
That's the song that you put on, mama dancing, babies dancing, grandmama getting up, everybody dancing.
It's nothing but the hottest tracks from back in the day.
Come on. It's the joy.
When I first heard Rap is the Light, it was like hip-hop is officially here to stay now.
Yeah.
All the way to the new millennium.
Best rapper alive.
We've got new and exclusive interviews with a who's who of rap royalty.
That's a hot joint, baby.
Plus the inside scoop on what they're doing today.
I do a hip-hop sightseeing tour here in New York City.
We're here to talk about the essence of hip-hop.
And it's all set to a soundtrack of the 100 greatest joints ever.
Some rap records are so good they make you want to quit rap.
The votes are all in. Now it's time to see who tops the list.
Now that's top 100 material.
This is VH1's 100 greatest hip-hop songs right here with your boy, Fab Five Freddy.
Yeah! 100. 1, 2, 3. Check it. 1, 2, 3. Check it. 100. Beatbox. 100. Number 100. Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date?
In 1989, Juice Crew rapper Biz Markie became rap's resident clown prince with the off-key classic, Just a Friend.
The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short miniskirt.
That was the joint. You know, Biz Markie is actually one of my favorite rappers that ever did it.
Whatever Biz does, it has to be fun.
I asked her name, she said blah, blah, blah.
Rap and Just a Friend is so great, but let's face it, what makes the song is the singing, which is really scary.
You got what I need.
Would you say he's just a friend? Would you say he's just a friend? Oh, baby, you got what I need.
I don't go by earth meanings of singing. I go by what I think feels good.
Oh, baby, you.
This is the perfect record for him. Like, this girl is going with another guy and he's heartbroken about it.
Though Just a Friend was Biz's sole top 10 hit, he became a globe-trotting DJ and a hip-hop legend. Recently, the Harlem MC's been making rounds on VH1's Celebrity Fit Club, Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out, and Nickelodeon's Yo Gabba Gabba, where he teaches kids the fine art of beatboxing.
Here's Biz's beat of the day.
And thanks in part to Just a Friend, hip-hop's funny man is set to stick around.
Oh, baby, you! Say what? And I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. Trying to be one of the hardest working men in show business since, rest in peace, James Brown is gone. I had to take his spot.
You'll never talk to a girl who says she just has a friend.
Biz Markie! Number 99.
Slap on that G-string and prepare to get freaky, courtesy of Uber producer Little John and the East Side Boys. It's 2003's Get Low, the ultimate in crunked out stripper anthems.
Little John, East Side Boys, hey, yeah, let's get this thing crunk.
Man, that's a smash. You can play it in the club right now.
A Little John song gets the club cracking.
369, damn, second to me one more time.
Get Low is just crunk. This is the epitome of crunk.
You know what? To get crunk is to get crazy, drunk, and excited. And Little John, you know what? He embodies it.
And I play with your panty line. The club wanna say I need to calm down.
Lil Jon is just nuts.
Yeah!
And that just is a recipe for a good time.
It's a pretty graphic description of an exuberant sexual encounter.
Pretty wild.
The sweat dropped down my...
All them females crawl. That's a disgusting song.
Get Low got Lil Jon's name out there, and a 2004 Chappelle Show parody made sure it stuck.
Are you checking any luggage today, sir?
Today, Lil Jon's recording and producing, of course, but he's also started a family and become a full-on beverage magnate with a line of wines and an energy drink. As for the drink's name, take a guess.
Like, I do taste berries of some sort. I also taste a small hint of, like, WD-40.
Lil Jon is bigger than I think he ever thought he was gonna be. He is a pop icon.
Yeah! Number 98.
My little brother right here.
What's up, bro?
With the help of longtime bud Nate Dogg, Warren G emerged from the shadow of big brother Dr. Dre with 1994's Regulate. A smooth ode to the hard streets of L.A.
It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to console.
That was a fat cut. That was just a hella cool song. The production on that was really great.
Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G.
He took this song by Michael McDonald, which could not have been like more of an elevator kind of song, I Keep Forgetting, and he looped it into this totally gangsta hip-hop track.
You're in the studio, you're trying to find beats. At what point do you pull out the Michael McDonald album? Hey guys, Michael McDonald solo album, problem solved.
I'm tweaking into a whole new era. G-Funk, step to this, I dare ya.
The song Regulate was awesome. It told a great story, it did it play by play, and you really got into it.
Driving through the 213, looking for skirts, and then he gets jacked, but Nate Dogg's looking for him at the same time. It's 3 acts, looking for women. Oh, we got robbed. Now that we're done with that, where'd those women go?
His next 2 records didn't really go places, so in 2004, Warren tapped Snoop and Nate Dogg to record an album under the name 213. Shortly afterward, he appeared on VH1's Celebrity Fit Club.
You lost 6 pounds.
And in 2007 on MTV's Celebrity Rap Superstar.
Warren G! It was a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to.
Today, fit and in shape, Warren's still working as a rapper, producer, and making sure the G-Funk sound never dies.
I'm back behind the scenes doing a lot of production, moving my tracks around, so I ain't going nowhere.
Rolling in my ride, chilling all alone.
Number 97.
As the Rough Riders' tough but foxy first lady, Eve can hold her own with rap's big boys. And in 2001, she released her most braggadocious single ever, asking, "Who's that girl?"
Who's that girl? My girl Eve.
Eve is wicked. Eve can rap.
Can I turn you on by my words spell? Look into my eyes, think I want you, can't tell.
Eve is Philly's homegrown beauty. Came out, had a little bit of a hardcore edge to her, but at the same time was really cute.
Love her little paw prints. Love them.
2 little bear paws right here, like she had been attacked by a tiny little panther. It was adorable.
Like simple, dizzy brawls ain't messing with my mental. Natural born hustling shit, check what I've been through.
With Eve, I'm gonna say Who's That Girl is more than just a song. I think Eve took that personal. I'm the first lady of Rough Riders, so if you wanna know who's that girl, it's Eve.
I want my respect. If I'm the only female voice that's gonna be heard through a sea of men, then so be it.
Can understand why they scared of Eve. Thought I did it one way, ain't prepared for me.
After Who's That Girl, she released a bunch more hits, launched a fashion line, and started acting in the barbershop movies and her own UPN sitcom. And with all that success, Evie still keeps it very real.
When she came onto the scene, she was more like Eve the girl, whereas now she has really flowered into this incredible woman. That's what we got to see, is like this wonderful transition. And I, for one, enjoyed it.
Coming up, a kinda gentler rap rebellion.
So to you all the kids all across the land.
You gotta have the parents don't understand as much as you gotta have the police.
We like the cars.
And the bass-loving rap diva who's still looking tasty.
Lady T from La Trim is still out there doing her thing. She's still young and still fine.
Next on VH1's 100 Greatest Hip-Hop Songs. All right now, can you remember your first rhyme?
If I may. I was on the train coming home from school when I saw this freak that made me drool.
So I slipped on my clothes, I hopped on my bike. I met my boy named MC Mike.
Well, it started off 5th period in class, pushed my notebook to the side, asked the teacher for a pass.
Walked over to him, took his gun, spit in his face, and began to run.
I told her I'd be glad to come. But one thing first, I gotta call my mom.
Because I'm colder than ice, more or less like hell. Weigh 157 on my doctor's scale.
I'm MC Nelly Nell in the place to be, and I rock this mic so viciously.
Number 96.
Two nice boys from West Philadelphia, born and raised. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince just exploded with 1988's lighthearted Parents Just Don't Understand.
You know, parents are the same, no matter time, no place. They don't understand that us kids are going to make some mistakes.
I mean, I so clearly remember sitting in my living room watching this video. Like, I agree. Parents don't understand.
My mom started bugging with the clothes she chose. I didn't say nothing at first, I just turned to my nose.
I think by the time I heard that, I was a parent. And I still went along with the adage that we don't. We don't.
So to you other kids all across the land, there's no need to argue. Parents just don't understand.
It was on the tamer edge of the rap spectrum, but you gotta have that. You gotta have the Parents Just Don't Understand as much as you gotta have the police.
Okay, here's the situation. My parents went away on a week's vacation.
Will said when he was 18, he said, listen, I'm gonna be famous, told us.
Well, maybe I should. Yeah, of course I should.
Post Parents, the guys made 3 more albums together before moving on. Jeff mostly stuck to music.
Jazzy Jeff is a legend and pioneer in the hip-hop community. When that guy cuts it up on them turntables, it's not a game.
While Will became the biggest movie star in the free world.
He made platinum records, he made movies, and he still got rhyme skills, and he got a beautiful family and life. How much more you can say?
Take it from me, parents just don't understand.
Number 95.
Their skills were second only to their spandex. It's LaTrim, two 18-year-old Floridians who hit it big with 1988's subwoofer anthem, Cars with the Boom.
So many kinds, where can we start? We like them dumb and we like them smart.
That was an incredible song. Incredible.
We like the cars that go boom.
We're Tigra and Bunny, and we like the boom.
Now if your car ain't got it, go out and get it.
What LaTrim are talking about is dating a gentleman who has installed a car stereo with lots of bass in it.
So if your speaker's weak, then please turn it off.
I would strongly caution Tigra and Bunny to expand their dating horizons.
We like the cars that go boom.
Alas, LaTrim's tunes never went boom again, and they called it quits in 1991 and got real jobs.
I went into managing nightclubs, and Bunny went on to get married. She has 4 kids. She's a nurse. So we kind of took completely different routes.
Lady Tigra eventually moved to LA, but she's still rapping. In 2007, she opened for Kanye West on tour and dropped her Please Mr. Boombox album. Even sweeter, she turned out a jingle for Pinkberry, the frozen yogurt company.
Sorry, ice cream, I'm dreaming of a different dessert. Pinkberry, shaved ice, and frozen yogurt.
Pinkberry approached me about doing a jingle of sorts, and my manager at the time took me to have some Pinkberry, and I was like, easy. It's delicious. I love it.
We like the cars that go boom.
Lady T from LaTrim is still out there doing her thing. She's still young and still fine.
But still, after all her latter-day success, Cars with the Boom remains a Lady Tigra favorite.
I'm really proud that at our age, back then, we were able to do something that's lasted this long.
Number 94.
He was founder of No Limit Records and a New Orleans superstar. And in 1997, Master P went worldwide with the raw, raunchy hit, Make 'Em Say,
Make 'em say,
Make 'em say,
Na 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 na.
na 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 na.
Boom, I'm the kind of golden platinum tape. Y'all have the big things.
was like a drill sergeant waking up his troops. That's what I wanted to do, wake up the whole hip-hop world.
Nobody else is making a sound like that on the radio, or frankly, anywhere else.
Master P started No Limit Records out of his trunk and became a millionaire. He's not only the best MC, but he's a hell of an entrepreneur.
Me and one of my homeboys, we both come from the ghetto and was like, man, you know what? We don't have to sit around and wait for a professional contract to be able to live life at a certain level.
So P expanded his empire to include movies and NBA contract and more new artists like his son Little Romeo. No Limit Records went bankrupt in 2003.
True soldiers, we don't die. Keep rolling, na 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 na.
Down but not out, he came back 3 years later with a self-help book and a slot on Dancing with the Stars. Today, the one-time raunchy rap star has totally changed his tune, starting a clean lyrics label.
Take a Stand Records is so important to me because I want people to understand that, yeah, we come from a negative place, but we don't have to stay there forever. I was once part of the problem. I want to be a part of the solution. If I could catch some of the kids starting off and show them the mistakes I made, then I think that hip-hop could really be preserved.
Number 93.
By 2001, Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo, a.k.a. the Neptunes, had already produced a slew of hits for A-listers like Jay-Z, Usher, and Britney Spears. But it wasn't until they formed NERD with longtime pal Shay that they had a hit of their own, Lap Dance.
I'm an outlaw. Quick on the call. Something you never seen before.
They came and they saw and they conquered. They're dope, and they're definitely needed in hip-hop.
Baby, you want me? Baby, you want me? Baby, you want me? Now you can get this lap dance here for free.
Production is just insane. We adamant believers on tearing down boundaries, discovering new sounds, meshing together different styles and different music.
Now you can get this lap dance here for free.
NERD put out one more album before disbanding in 2005, thanks to issues with their label. But the breakup was only temporary. Now the boys are back and better than ever, with a new album and tour for 2008.
The name of the album is called Seeing Sounds. It's filled with energy and emotions. We made an album based on what we wanted to be able to offer the crowd when we go to perform.
These guys are really responsible for sort of changing the regions that people who typically consider themselves hip-hop, where they would go. And I think that their audience is going to be wider than ever.
My name is Yo-Yo.
Coming up, Yo-Yo hangs up her yo-yo.
So after that, I decided, what's next for me? What do I do now? I said, well, I got to get a job.
My music's so loud.
Plus, why Chameleonaire's crankworthy.
That is one of my favorite records, especially when police is passing me and I'm in a real hot car.
Next on VH1's 100 Greatest Hip-Hop Songs.
Number 92.
My name is Yo-Yo. I'm not a one more. I like to flow so swift. It's got to be the
In the early 90s, gangsta rap was no place for a lady until Yo-Yo. Ice Cube's protege blew the doors open for tough female MCs with You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo.
That song and that hook was just crazy. Like, you can't play with my yo-yo.
You can't play with my yo-yo. She was thick with them biker shorts on. I was like, oh, wait.
What do you think when people say rap is a male thing?
I disagree.
Of course you disagree.
It came from an era where men were saying a bitch is a bitch and all this other kind of crap. Everything that the men were saying, I almost kind of like had an answer to it. Like, yeah, right, shut up, dummy. Women rule.
You can't play with my yo-yo.
Yo-Yo put out 4 more albums in the 90s, each to diminishing returns. By the end of the decade, her music career was a wrap.
So after that, I decided, what's next for me? What do I do now? I said, well, I got to get a job.
Yo-Yo studied acting and scored some small parts and voiceover work. Then, in 2005, she hit the LA airwaves as the nighttime DJ at K-Day. And 3 years later, she returned to hip-hop as host of VH1's Miss Rap Supreme.
This is nothing compared to what women go through in the industry every day. Right.
Now in her mid-30s and looking good, the mother of two is an LA community activist with big political dreams.
You know what? I'm an entertainer for life. I will always entertain. But my 40-year-old goal is to be a congresswoman, City of Los Angeles. Maxine Waters, here I come.
Number 901.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding.
With the boost from Crazy Bone, Texas MC Chamillionaire broke out of Houston's Rap Pack with 2006's Riding.
My music so loud, I'm swinging. They hoping that they gon' catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty.
That was such a big hit when it came out. That can almost be kind of considered like almost like a new classic.
They can see me lean, tense, so it ain't easy to be seen. Police see me ride by, they can see the gleam. I shine on the deck in the TV screen. Ride with a new
Riding dirty refers to riding with illegal substances.
When you got an ounce on you, an open container, you know what I'm saying? You riding dirty.
But when I really listen to it, what it's about is even if you're not, the cops are harassing you.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty.
It's always great when a record can be dope and actually have legitimate social commentary and get played.
The tune won a Grammy, a load of ringtone downloads, and one of music's top honors, a Weird Al parody.
White and nerdy, awesome.
Think just too white and nerdy. Think just too white and nerdy. They see me rolling.
These days, his tour bus company and car shop are keeping Chamillionaire in grills. And while he put out a second record in 2007, he has yet to top his cop-dodging classic.
That is one of my favorite records, especially when police is passing me and I'm in a real hot car.
Number 90.
Chock full of jazz-infused beats, 1992's They Reminisce Over You turned Pete Rock and CL Smooth into major hip-hop players.
That record, to me, legitimizes how great hip-hop is. It don't get better than that.
I reminisce.
He just hit jackpot with that record. From the time the saxophones came on, it just brought back those old soul records.
I reminisce for a spell, or shall I say think back 22 years ago to keep it on track. They Reminisce paid tribute to the duo's friend Trouble T. Roy of Heavy D and the Boys, who passed away in 1990.
T to the R-O-Y, how did you and I meet in front of Big Lou's fighting in the street?
When I made that song, I was kind of depressed. So, you know, I think when I found the sample, listening to old jazz records, started to make me feel emotional. So, you know, basically I said I had to do something with that. And, you know, it is what it is now.
When they reminisce over you, for real.
A lot of people were touched by it, you know what I mean? So I was like really moved that people would tell me, hey man, I play that song at my weddings and, you know, I hear it at funerals.
The guys split in 1995 and CL went solo. His first album came out in 2006. Meanwhile, Pete blew up producing for acts like Biggie and Nas.
My whole thing was just, if I'm not gonna have a partner, then this is what I'm gonna do. Lots of great people came into my life.
They reminisce over you. Listen.
As for a reunion, they did team up briefly in 2003, but lost touch shortly after.
I think he's still doing things, you know, I hear things here and there, but I'm not really, I don't really hear too much. I know he's doing something.
And we out.
Number 89.
Just Blaze.
One thing about Diplomat's founder Cameron, that guy oozes confidence. And with tunes like 2002's Oh Boy, the Harlem MC has every right to brag.
Look, mommy, I'm no good, I'm so hood. Bitch, sober, then leave after it's sober, killer.
Cameron? That was my man. The record was great.
I think it was a huge song for him. He was saying, I'm Cameron, I'm from Harlem, I'm holding down my hood.
Be on the block with the rocker when the cops come. Squalor.
Cameron didn't just rap with conviction, he dressed with it too.
When Cam went through his phase where he was wearing all pink, it was almost like it was a provocation. Like, so he could pull up in his pink Range Rover, wearing his pink fur coat, and kind of look around. Like, who wants to say something about it?
Slap up this. philanthropists, diplomats.
Cam made big news in 2005 when he was shot in both arms during an attempted carjacking of his Lamborghini. He knew who did it, but refused to snitch.
Sloppy ass job. I'm back in New York.
Even going on 60 Minutes to defend his stance.
If there's a serial killer living next door to you, though, would you be a snitch if you called police and told them?
No, I wouldn't call and tell anybody on them, but I'll probably move. But I'm not going to call and be like, you know, the serial killer's in 4E.
When he went on 60 Minutes and said that he wouldn't snitch on a serial killer living next door to him, it's like, come on, guy.
Lately, he's been in the news more for his beefs with 50 Cent and Jay-Z than for his music. But don't be fooled, Cam will be back soon enough.
Holla at your boy.
Number 88.
Oh, yeah. Like the way this is going down. Yeah, I think that's it.
It's a well-known fact that hip-hop can inspire some major ass shaking. And few songs did that better than the Jungle Brothers' 1990 classic, What You Waiting For?
Come on, jump up, freak a hustle, do what you want, but move every muscle.
It's a must play, straight up and down. Anything they do is some dance floor.
It ain't get any better than that record. They not really rapping. It's more like a party chant.
Dying to get on the dance floor, girl, what you waiting for?
They were sampling house stuff, and they were making very hyped up disco sounding music. And What You Waiting For is a classic example of that.
What you waiting for? Come on, what you waiting for?
We were taking block party music into the studio and making an album. So that's what made our music more danceable. Visually, we did things that were more cultural.
Yeah, waiting for the DJ to play my song. Oh Lord, I must have waited all night long.
The JBs never became pop stars, but have since expanded their horizons. Lead MC Baby Bam runs a yearly organic hip-hop event and has been playing rock music with the Pagan Society dressed up in full glam gear, a move his hip-hop fans didn't necessarily get.
The rock crowd, they get it off the bat. The urban crowd will be like, he's a man, why is he wearing makeup? But I watched the people react and I was like, wow, this is powerful. I like this.
Girl, come on, girl, come on.
But the brothers haven't left hip-hop for good. Now a duo, Bam and Mike G are still together and still performing. And if his plate wasn't full enough already, Bam put out his first solo album in 2008 titled Guess Who's Back.
Baby Bam, you know what we do.
My album is like some smooth, cool grooves, some danceable, fun stuff, because I feel like people want to have fun. They want to have a good time, you know what I mean?
Coming up, Heavy D breaks hearts and busts moves.
He just wiped everyone off the stage. It was like incredible.
And the awesome record that sparked an even awesomer feud.
The Roxanne, that was like a saga, man. That never stopped.
Next on VH1's 100 Greatest Hip Hop Songs. Could you break dance back in the days?
Of course I could break dance. Who couldn't break dance?
You just got that little move. That means I'm about to go.
And we did what you call up rock, which is, you know, dancing up here. You got to stand and move.
Did the windmills, the wop, pop lock.
I used to pop lock, do a lot of this kind of stuff, you know. They had an ill backspin. Yeah.
I'm a DJ, and I became a DJ for a very good reason, so I didn't have to dance.
Number 87.
After hitting it really, really big with the Fugees, Wyclef Jean went to the Lone, kicking off his sweet solo career with 1997's Trying to Stay Alive.
Look here, look, shorty got back. Should I ask her for a dance? Hold on, there's too many in the wolf pack.
Wyclef's Trying to Stay Alive was awesome, man. He's going solo. I remember he shaved down, had low hair. He was doing back handsprings and dancing.
I don't want y'all to think Wyclef has no moves, homie.
So Mr. Funk Master, pump the BGs, and all you college students playing Ouija's.
He took a Bee Gees record, turned it into a hip-hop record, and turned it into a #1 hit.
He took that sample, made that song cool. I'm like, I can play this,
damn, this is really hot.
Well, you can't tell by the way I roll, shorty, that I'm a ladies' man.
At the time, everybody was into this gangster rap. And I was like, we gotta go against that. And we didn't want to take it so serious. It was like, yo, we want people to get on the floor and act goofy.
Hey, yo, John is chillin', Dirty Cash Dylan.
Since that first solo single, Clef's been real busy. In between his solo projects, he's collaborated with practically every artist alive.
I worked with Carlos Santana, Shakira, Akon. Let me give you some shockers. Mick Jagger, Tom Jones, Kenny Rogers, The Rock. A lot of people, you know, they gave me flack when I did the Rock record.
I think Wyclef says yes to everybody.
Recently, Wyclef dropped Carnival 2, has kept up his humanitarian efforts for Haiti, and is still way in the game.
I'm at a level of a young Quincy Jones right now. It's sort of like I don't have to prove anything no more. My talent is, as a producer, I love to find talent and develop them. So I'm always going to be around.
Number 86. In 1991, Heavy D and the Boys proved their New Jack skills with some fly dance moves and an even flyer hip house classic, Now That We Found Love.
Hev gave me like a whole new different perspective, you know, when he dropped that, because he almost had a club music melody, but he's rhyming it.
It was a party song, plus it had the girls going.
1, 2, tell me what you got. Let me flip my corner side, you slap and hit the jackpot.
Hev was a slickster on the mic. He was a rhymer. He was a spitter.
Heavy just has serious skills, what we call cold with it. He's a cold mother, you know.
He dressed well. He wasn't afraid to wear yellow. Big guys usually don't wear yellow.
The way he moved and could dance, he just wiped everyone off the stage. It was like incredible.
Mr. D made music with and without the Boys all through the 90s. Then Hollywood came knocking, and he slid into sitcoms, movies, and a regular role on Fox's Boston Public. Today, Heavy's putting together a reggae album and raising daughter Zia, and he's doing it 135 pounds lighter.
Last I heard, overweight lover is the underweight lover now.
Call Little D now, Little D. Because Heavy D done lost so much weight. You know what I'm saying?
Now that we found love, what are we gonna do?
Number 85.
In the wake of a couple of high-profile feuds, Black Star's Mos Def and Talib Kweli came from Brooklyn's underground to spread some peaceful anti-beefing rhymes with 1998's Definition.
You start dealing with Mos Def and you deal with Talib and all them cats. You finna start talking about politics. They're super conscious rappers, deep.
It's kinda dangerous to be an MC. It's shot Tupac and Biggie. Too much violence in hip-hop.
The lyrics and Definition was, you know, what we were dealing with at the time. Me and Mos Def was dealing with social issues.
They made a message, they came on it, and they made like people in the streets respect them, backpackers respect them. You just had to respect the song.
We on the other level. Somewhere else with this.
Brooklyn, New York City, where they paint murals of Biggie and Cash we trust, cause it's ghetto fabulous.
After just one Black Star album, Mos Def blew up both as a solo MC and an actor, earning an Emmy nomination for Something the Lord Made and starring in movies like Monsters Ball and Cadillac Records.
When I first met Mos Def, he always put acting to the side to do the hip-hop thing. So when you see him doing his acting thing, it's not no rapper trying to act, it's really the opposite.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7,
Kweli's also done fine on his own, releasing 6 critically loved albums. And regarding a Black Star reunion, he'll never say never.
That's quite a rumor right there. But we could quite possibly record a new Black Star album. We just haven't yet, so it doesn't exist. It's not like there's some album that we're hiding from everybody.
Number 84.
Yeah, D? Yeah, what's up, man? That girl they call Roxanne.
The Untouchable Force Organization, or UTFO for short, got their start as dancers for early rap stars Houdini. But UTFO made hip-hop history in 1984 with their own hit about a hard-to-get hottie, Roxanne, Roxanne.
She was walking down the street, so I said, hello, can't go from the TFO.
Roxanne has to be in one of the top 10 greatest records of all time.
Roxanne.
Can't you understand?
Roxanne. I wanna be your man.
The rhyming was simple, but it was still dope, and it was fun, and you could repeat it.
Since she's a new girl around the block, I had to let her know I was the debonair doc.
They were characters. You had Kango, the guy who wore Kango outfits. You had Dr. Ice, a guy who dressed up like a doctor. And then you had the educated rapper, who was the smart guy.
The educated rapper MD will never flex. So when I met her, I wasted no time, but stuck up Roxanne, baby don't mind.
The tune sparked a feud between UTFO and 14-year-old rapper Roxanne Shante, who recorded a response that became a hit. And the back and forth went on for years.
Shante caught us off guard, so there was a little conflict going on there for a while, but it was kind of bigger than all of us.
I had became someone that people actually loved to hate.
The Roxanne, that was like a saga, man. That never stopped.
Sadly, UTFO never generated that kind of hype again. They bowed out in 1992, though most members are still in the biz.
I've managed, produced, choreographer, songwriter. Doc is on tour with Houdini, and Educated Rapper is back in school.
Now the guys play together when they can, and the feud with Shante is old news.
We were seriously enemies back then. Today, we're the best of friends.
Coming up, the 2 Live Crew are nasty as everyone wants them to be.
Huge song.
Been loving you a long time.
Number 83.
Miami's 2 Live Crew had 3 main goals: have fun, get laid, and occasionally put out some music, like 1989's raunchy opus, Me So Horny.
Home watching Arsenio Hall. I got my black book for a freak to call.
He's so horny. 2 Live Crew, those guys were wild. They were fun.
Huge song.
Been loving you a long time.
They were one of the first rap groups to have like naked women or half naked women on their album covers.
My album covers had to be eye-stopper, shocking.
Controversy sells, it wins, so what better way to do it than do it talking about getting some
Cause my nature is rising and you shouldn't be mad. I won't tell your mama if you don't tell your dad.
Soon enough, the crew's filthy lyrics landed them in court. In 1990, they were busted on obscenities charges for performing their own song at a Florida concert.
It was like, what the hell is going on here? So I had to make a decision whether I wanted to, stand up for free speech or not.
Eventually, the decision was appealed and overturned, and 2 Live Crew was cleared of all crimes.
The defendant is not guilty.
It definitely feels good to be a champion of the First Amendment. You know what I'm saying? If I had to do it all over again, I'd definitely do it.
2 albums later, Luke quit the group, leaving Fresh Kid Ice and Brother Marquise to carry on as 2 Live Crew. Today, Campbell has a new VH1 reality show, Luke's Parental Advisory, where he juggles his fiancée, 2 kids, and adult entertainment career. Needless to say, there are some conflicts of interest.
Why can't I do anything with a girl and you want to making all these videos and you the one who started off
don't work like
booty
that.
shaking?
And that's me. I'm daddy right now. So daddy don't let son do that. It's gonna be a fun show. I mean, I think people are gonna really be excited about looking at it, and then people gonna learn something as well.
Number 82.
He quit Brown's pre-med program to chase a career in hip-hop, and with 1991's Treat 'Em Right, Chubb Rock put those brains to good use.
1990, Chubb Rock jumps upon the scene with a lean and a pocket full of green. The green
The dream doesn't symbolize a meaning on the dot, but RoboCop last year buzzed the top.
The tone of the Popeye cut shook your butt.
Come on, man. He's like, forget about it. And he just goes off.
Chubb Rock's Treat 'Em Right is unreal. His flow is crazy.
Leave the smack and the crack for the whack, for the ball and the knock, keep a smile like that.
I remember being in the club, and that record would come on, and dance groups would come out and just go wild.
I
I just love that record. I love it. I love his voice, his delivery, the way he rode the track was hot. It just feels good.
Everybody liked that joint. When it came on, whether you were in the car, on the radio, or wherever you were at, you were rocking to it. It was a head bop.
Kids in the cribs want dibs on the big man. Can he come out? Can he come out and slam a jam? I'm his #1 fan, yes I am.
Though record sales stalled in the late 90s, the big man never stopped performing.
20 people in the house, listen up. I'm the man with the plan and the band rips it up.
I actually saw him in concert last year. So, you know, he still has it. He really does.
Today, when a slimmed down Chub Rock isn't hanging out with his family, he's writing his book or DJing his radio show. And while there's less of him to love these days, Treat 'Em Right is still a big, fat hit.
People just say, man, I love that record. You know, that really makes you feel good that you did something that will go on forever. How many people have the opportunity to do that?
Read my might, heed my sight. I definitely lead you right. Just treat me right. Peace.
Number 81.
Rappers sampling pop songs may be old hat now, but it was a novel idea back in '91. So when PM Dawn used Spandau Ballet's True for a set adrift on Memory Bliss, it made for a truly mellow hip-hop masterpiece.
Great song. What? Their music was tight. I heard all different types of hip-hop, but this one was definitely something off the beaten path.
It was just a beautiful song, man, and I always listen to it in my iPod whenever I want to relax.
I think it's one of those deja vu things, or a dream is trying to tell me something.
The thing I loved about PM Dawn's Set Adrift on Memory Bliss was when he said, Christina Applegate, you gotta put me on.
Christina Applegate, you gotta put me on. But guess whose piece of the cake was that on?
I was like, who knew that brothers watched Married with Children?
The guys scored a few follow-up hits, but hit a snag in 1992 when Prince B slipped into a diabetic coma for 3 days.
I had a little bit of a health concern, and I had to relax and take it easy. But I'm here, I'm strong, I'm healthy.
That's the way it goes, I guess.
Today, the group's lineup is a little different. Prince B's brother, DJ Minute Mix, is out and their cousin, Dr. Giggles, is in. And with shows and a new album in the works, PM Dawn still soothing fans the world over.
We got a couple of shows coming up, and we're gonna go back to the studio. The new album is called PM Dawn Loves You.
Because we do, very much so.
And that's the only reason why we're still here.
Set adrift on memories bliss of you.
20 down, 80 left to go. The countdown has just started, baby, and the greatest songs in rap history are still ahead.